hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be trying out an eyeshadow palette by Beauty Glazed. That is definitely a sentence that I, at one point about 12 months ago, and even as far as, well, probably a week ago, I never thought I would hear myself saying that I'm going to be trying out Beauty Glazed product. I am going to refrain from getting into the whole debacle. Well, it's not debacle, it was a serious issue, and I don't want to underplay it because it was a serious issue. One of Beauty Glazed's eyeshadow palette was found to have asbestos in it, so I created a series of videos just talking about asbestos in makeup, and as part of that, look, here I am literally telling you the whole story again. But in a nutshell, I decided at that time I just did not feel confident trying any of Beauty Glazed's makeup. Why am I calling them Beauty Glaze? They're called Beauty Glazed. Anyway, yeah, I lost all faith, confidence and love for the brand then. But a lot of time has passed since then and I'm kind of ready to have a fresh start with Beauty Glazed. The main reason for this is that they've had a very serious issue. I feel like they will have increased their quality checks. They will be making sure that they're compliant. I'm sure that they've had many inspections from external auditors just to make sure that their processes are correct, and I feel like they probably really have got a belts and braces approach to ensuring that no more asbestos finds its way into any of their palettes. So if you are still in a situation where you're not really too confident in Beauty Glaze, that's fine. I respect your position on that, but I definitely am feeling like I'm ready to give them a fresh start. So this is what the video today is all about. Well, it's not. It's about me trying out their eyeshadow palettes, but this is a fresh start too. Okay, so the palette that we're going to be trying out today is called the Melon palette. So this is one of their £9 eyeshadow palettes. They've released, I think, about 9 different palettes of a very similar nature, but they all have they're named after different fruits. I love melon, so I'm very happy to have the melon palette today. But this is what the palette looks like inside. We have 6 mattes and 3 metallics. So I'm in love with the shades that they put in this palette. It's very warm, very summery, just very bright and happy. It's just giving me really positive, summery vibes right now. So this palette costs £2.97 and we're just going to be doing a eye look today, and then I'll be wearing the palette for the rest of the day, and I'll come back and let you know how the eyeshadows lasted over time, and obviously I'll be telling you how they apply, what's the quality like. Are they pigmented? Do they go on like butter? We just don't know. Okay, so I have used my Kaleidos makeup eye base, which is called the Tone Activator. I use it every time I apply eyeshadow. I've done the rest of my face, so we're just ready to rock and roll. Okay, so first oh my gosh, I'm lost. I'm lost because there's just so many great options within this palette, but I think today I am actually going to go for an orangey look because I always tend to gravitate naturally towards the pinks, but today I'm thinking no, I want to do an orange. But actually, as I'm saying that, I'm thinking no, I actually want to do the pinks. Also, I completely forgot to show you swatches, so I'm going to just cut that footage in now so that you can get a closer look at the shades, and hopefully by the time I come back I will have made a decision about what shade I'm going to use first. We're going to do a pink look because pink is my fave. I'm actually going to begin with an orange look. Do you know what? Maybe I won't just do a pink look. I may do an orangey pink look. So yeah, I'm going to go in with this beautiful orange shade. Oh, should I go in with the yellow? No, I'm going to go in with the orange first, and then I'm going to closely follow it with the yellow. And I'm just going to be popping that in my crease. Yes, I am coming closer as well because I can't stand it when you're watching. And I know I talk about this a lot, just bitching about other YouTubers, but I can't stand it when you're watching a makeup review video and they're at the other end of the room and you're just thinking, do you not want me to see what you're doing here? Really? Really, you might as well be a podcast at this point so I can just hear your views. Oh, I thought I was organised. I'm not. I thought I had all my brushes ready. I didn't. So you don't get a mirror in this palette, but I think the fact that it's under £3, I mean, I can do without a mirror in the palette, thank you very much. I'd much rather have a few pennies knocked off the price of the palette and use my own mirror, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, she is making an appearance today. Do you know what else? Just to let you know, like now, because why not? But when I've been applying my eyeshadow recently, I've been starting from, you know, kind of like a quarter's way in. I used to always start from the very edge, like, you know, the outer V, but I realised the other day, like, why am I starting down here? I want to, like, make myself look 21 again. So I just think, like, a really good way to do that is by trying to avoid the outer V. I concentrate a lot of my eyeshadow here on the inner V. Is it a V? I don't know. And then I'll just kind of, I don't know, I like to just like keep everything raised upwards. I like the eye to always be going upwards when it looks at my eye. Other eyes. I want other eyes looking upwards. That's what I want. So guys, I hope that you're all doing well. I hope that you are slowly, you know, kind of getting your lives back to... Do you know what? I say that and I'm being a bit fake really, because you hear that all the time, don't you? Like people saying, oh, I just want things to get back to some semblance of normality because we're living in unprecedented times at the moment. Honestly, I would pay £20 to never have to hear the phrase living in unprecedented times again. Honestly guys, I just don't ever want to be living in unprecedented times again, mainly because I don't want to hear that phrase again. I've enjoyed a lot of things about lockdown, and I'm in no way undermining the negative impact it's had on so many people. And, you know, people have lost loved ones, people have lost their jobs, people have lost their mortgages, you know, people have suffered a lot of loss from the pandemic. But just personally speaking, I have noticed that there have been a lot of changes that have had to be put in place that actually I'm hoping are going to stick around for a bit or forever, because they've kind of made my life easier. And you know, for example, working from home. I was kind of working from home before the pandemic a couple of days a week, and I loved it. And then when the pandemic happened, I was like, feck yeah, because now I get to work from home like 5 days a week. So, oh my gosh, I love that. And I never, ever want to go back to working in an office, you know, 5 days a week, even 4 days a week, even 3. Even 1 is pushing it, maybe like an afternoon a week. Maybe I'll just drop in for an hour, you know what I mean? Just show my face, let everyone know I'm still fabulous. Yes, don't worry, still fabulous. But yeah, I've really enjoyed a lot of things about this pandemic. And I'm very introverted, you know, naturally I don't really like to go and see a lot of people. So the pandemic has been like a gift in a way for me. Like, oh, here's a gift. You never have to go see anyone. You just can't. You just got to stay in your house. And then if you do see people, you've got to stay 2 meters apart and you cannot go in their homes. Oh my gosh, dream come true. Anyway, guys, do you know what? I absolutely love what we've got going on right now. This shadow is very delightfully pigmented, and I'm really liking it. I'm sorry if I'm sniffing. Like, I've noticed myself doing this when I'm editing my videos back. I'll be like, why am I sniffing? Why? Am I a dog now? I don't know, but I'm so sorry. Anyway, guys, next we're going to go in with the beautiful yellow shade, and I'm going to be focusing that up above where I've applied the orange, just like underneath my eyebrow. And I may also pop a little bit in the inner corner. I may even blend a little bit, you know, on the outer V as well, but not going down too low, because why? I want to look 21 again. So anyway, guys, like, I didn't mean to sound at all insensitive when I was talking about, you know, how utterly fantastic elements of the pandemic have been for me, but I hope that things are going good for you wherever you are. I hope that you have, been able to get through everything, and still keep your, your sanity at the end of it. I just think it has been it's been an unprecedented year, let's face it, guys. Okay, so this yellow shade, beautiful. Oh my gosh, we are going big today. So I'm kind of taking inspiration today from like a Rio de Janeiro carnival, and RuPaul's Drag Race RuPaul's Drag Race is always an inspiration, honestly, for me. I always think that yellow in the inner corner is so flattering. It just kind of brightens up that usually quite boring area. Yeah, I really, really like that. Again, yellow, very pigmented. You can see her. She blended out beautifully. I'm liking this, guys. I'm really liking it. So next, I'm going to go in with this orange shade. So it is actually very similar to the other orange shade, but this one at the top does look a little bit more like neon. It just seems like a couple of touches brighter and more vibrant. Admittedly, they are so similar, but I would say that this one, yeah, it's more neon. This one's more of like a dulled down kind of peach. So I'm just going to pop this slightly more bright peach, just kind of in my crease. I honestly don't think that oh, yeah, she's a little bit brighter. Can you see that there? She's a little bit brighter, but maybe I would have preferred if they put something else in the palette. Oh, no, do you know what? I'm going to shut up right now because it is very bright. Look, can you see? It is. This is almost like a neon shade. Oh, I like it. Do you know what? I'm such a skanky hoe as well because I should have changed my brush. Like, why have I not changed my brush? This is my favourite brush. I'm very attached to her. I think I'm a bit dependent on her at this point. Do you have like a favourite brush? I know you do. Just that brush that whenever you use it, you always end up loving your look. This is that brush. This is like the Bay brush. The best Bay. Okay, right. So guys, I'm loving everything that I've got going on right now. So I'm just going to do a tiny little blend just up at the top, just to make sure that everything is looking fabulous. Okay, so next I'm going to do a cut. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do a cut crease yet, actually. Next, I am... Sorry, is that annoying? You could just hear my brushes shuffling about on the desk. But next I'm going to go in with the... I may do pink. Oh, is pink under the eye like illegal? I always feel like it should be because it makes you look a bit poorly. But do you know what? I'm going to go in with like the lighter pink. Again, with the pinks, it looks like a similar situation to the peaches. So you've got like a dull, like, I don't want to say dull down because that makes it sound like not very good. But you've got like a neon-y shade, and then you've got the more dull down version. I really like that idea in a palette. You've got the neon option, you've got the slightly less sassy, fabulous neon option. I like that because, I do think that you could definitely see the difference between the two peach shades. I hope that the swatches kind of made that clear. I've not done the swatches yet. I'm going to do them at the end of the video. If you've seen them, I've not at this point. So, you know what I mean? I don't know what I mean. What do I mean? I don't know. Anyway, guys, right, so I've got some of the not neon pink on my brush. I keep thinking there's a mirror in the palette. They're not. Oh, I'm going to have some coffee, guys. One sec. Do you know what, right? So we've got a couple, a family that live opposite us. Do you ever see couples and you just think they do not look like they're a couple? There's just something about them, like and I'm not being bitchy. Well, I am a bit. Between friends, it's okay. But the guy looks like, he's dresses as if he's still 15. And the woman looks like very like, oh, well-to-do, like, oh yeah, I'm just like a bit middle class. And I'm just like, they don't look like a match, but anyway. Okay, so this is so beautiful. Oh, guys, I really love this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it inwards like this. This is a beautiful, like, candy pink. It's so gorgeous. I think what I may do, when I do my cut crease, I think I'm going to go over it with, like, one of the pink metallics. And then I may even add a little bit of this beautiful shade. Do you know what? I'm going to test out the what looks to be the neon pink in the palette, because I'm really intrigued to see what is she like how is she different from the pink we've just applied. So again, like similar to the oranges, the difference is very very subtle. So similar to the peaches, the two pinks are very similar, although there are differences. And I do think that it works well together to have both of them in the palette, because they are quite different. And I've just realised, oh my gosh, how big do I want to go with my under eye today? Do I keep shaking the camera? Oh, that must be annoying. I hope I don't. I've got my phone like plugged in and charging as I'm filming, and do you know what? No, I want better for you. I'm not going to allow you to have to watch a video that keeps moving. No, guys. Okay, so this is what we've currently got. I feel like we got here really quick. The shadows all blended out so easily, plus they were really pigmented, so I didn't have to like keep dipping back in and, you know, building up the colour or anything. Just I feel like we've got here in no time. I spent more time talking about my neighbours actually, I think, than actually applying eyeshadow. But I'm going to go ahead and do a cut crease and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have created a not so impressive cut crease, and as I was creating it I decided I really want to try this beautiful kind of minty green shade, or should I go in with the pink? Oh, I think I'm gonna go with the minty green shade. Why not? Oh yes, that was the right damn choice. It was the right choice. Okay, yes. By the way, these shimmers, they feel silky. They're so soft, so creamy. And can you see that level of glow on my fingers? So these metallics are like the furthest thing from like a dry, chalky, non-metallic, non-glowy shimmer. These are just, these are everything that a metallic should be. Okay, so I'm just going to use my finger and I'm just going to tap this on. Already that just looks so gorgeous. Do you know what? I've not thought of asbestos once. Like, a part of me was a bit worried. Like last night when I knew that I was going to be filming this video today, and I was thinking, oh no, I hope that I'm not going to be sat there the whole time, like at the back of my mind, just like stressing out that there's going to be like asbestos in the palette. But no, I mean, I've definitely not felt that way at all. Okay, so I can't really do much more with my fingers. So I'm going to go in and apply the rest with a brush. Okay, so I think that just looks absolutely gorgeous. It's such a beautiful shade. It kind of looks to be a minty kind of like icy green, but when you apply it, morphs into kind of like yellowy, just very icy, very beautiful, kind of gold. Is she gold? I just don't know. Like she just looks so beautiful, just very flattering if you've got more mature eyelids, if you've got like texture, or you've got like, you know, you a bit creasing going on. This is the kind of metallic that will smooth over all of that and just look extremely beautiful. Okay, so next I'm going to go straight back into the shade that we've just applied to the lids, and I'm going to pop that onto my inner corner just to add a little bit of boom boom boom. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together in my room. Okay, so this is the eye look done in terms of the palette. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little kind of wing. Okay, so I've finally finished, and yes, my hair is crazy, but I finished off my makeup. I did, oh, what? Is that a black dot on my, Oh, no. Can you see? It looks like there's like a black dot, but that's just my eyelash, so I will give that one a pass. But it does look like a dot, doesn't it? Like I've smudged my mascara, but anyway, oh well, who cares? So I applied a black wing, I applied a black gel eyeliner on my waterline, I applied some pink blush, applied another lipstick because why not? So the look is officially finished, and honestly guys, oh my gosh, I'm so impressed with this palette. My hair's looking crazy, it's just distracting me. It's like, what is it even doing now? I've had it up for the last few days and it's just like doesn't really know what to do when it's down. Let's pop it like that. So anyway, yeah, I'm really impressed with this palette. The mattes were so pigmented, they blended out really easily, and I love the shades. The metallics, again, equally kind of pigmented, blinding, glowy, smooth, flattering on the lid, just everything you would want from a metallic. And another thing I really like about this palette, I think it's the perfect size. You've got 9 shades. It's very cohesive. I feel like you could create a handful of great looks with this palette. You have, very similar like pink shades, very similar peach shades, but they do actually look a bit different on the lids. I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, they look completely different, because they don't, but they do have a subtle difference. So I am so impressed with this palette. I always used to really like Beauty Glaze products. What they make a foundation which was one of the best full coverage foundations that I'd ever tried. Not just best foundations that I tried on AliExpress. Literally like the one if not the best high coverage foundations I'd ever tried. So anyway guys, I really enjoyed making this video today. I enjoyed creating the eye look. I enjoyed wiping the slate clean with Beauty Glazed and moving forwards, because I'm not the kind of person that holds grudges. I don't want to live in the past. I want to be able to forgive people, companies, communities, rabbits for their mistakes. I want to be someone that's forgiving and able to put things in the past. I just had like literally an image of me on my deathbed because I have asbestos poisoning. Actually, it's called asbestosis. I hope that's not my future. And ironically, I've actually got some asbestos training in a couple of weeks at work, so I'm going to be sat there all nervous thinking, oh my gosh, like this, that could be me. I could be the person with asbestosis. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Please, could you let me know in the comments downstairs if you enjoyed this video? And also, I would be really keen again to just hear your thoughts about Beauty Glazed, about, have you forgiven them? I threw away all of my Beauty Glazed makeup when the whole scandal happened. And there were 2 palettes in particular that I loved, which were, I think it's called the Blooming palette, and it was full of all these delightful kind of soft pastel shades. It was like so beautiful. I love that palette. And there was another one which I can't remember the name of it, but it had like loads of all the planets on it, and it had some really beautiful like glittery pigments, and it hurt my heart to throw away those 2 palettes. But maybe I'll repurchase them again. I don't know, guys. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.